She looks like she's seen a ghost. Look at the smile.
The latest signs that Charlotte Flair's return is almost upon us. It didn't happen as soon as some thought, but most of the usual sources agree that Charlotte Flair will soon be back in WWE. The 14-time WWE Women's Champion has been out since last December, when she tore her ACL, MCL, and meniscus during a match on SmackDown. But the Queen is expected back sometime between Raw's premiere on Netflix January 6th and February 1's Royal Rumble. And earlier this week, she offered another indication that those expectations will be met. Flair put over her training partner, NXT talent Lainey Reed, in a post that also served to let us know she spent at least some of this month working offering rust. And if that's not enough for you, PWInsider is reporting today, December 20th, that Charlotte is on the cusp of officially returning to the ring. What's more, she was recently at WWE HQ taking part in a photo shoot and other logistical work in advance of her return to WWE storylines. Hard to believe it's been more than a year since Charlotte Flair was a part of WWE stories. Are you excited to have her back soon? WWE fan fave reportedly nearing return after long absence. Signs continue to point towards Charlotte Flair coming back from injury in the near future. Rumors emerged last week suggesting that Flair's return to WWE was imminent, and now a report from PWInsider has some additional details. Flair was recently spotted at WWE's headquarters taking promotional photos, and other logistical work is being done on future storylines for the performer. The outlet has also been outright told that Flair is very close to coming back from the torn ACL, MCL, and meniscus that has kept her out of action for the past year. Flair has been teasing her return for about a month now, posting a video teaser showing a block of ice breaking into a diamond featuring her name and likeness. Additionally, throughout 2024, Flair has stayed active on social media by posting updates on her rehabilitation and training. Most recently, Flair posted a picture of herself and WWE NXT star Lainey Reed, with Flair thanking the young wrestler for helping her get back into ring shape and telling her fans to keep an eye on Reed as a future star. Flair's injury took place during a WWE SmackDown taping on December 8, 2024. The second-generation performer was wrestling Asuka, but the match had to be ended early after Flair suffered the injury. Both Charlotte and her father Ric Flair publicly stated earlier this year that her recovery was ahead of schedule, and it now seems that Charlotte is rapidly approaching her return to TV. The timing is fortuitous, as the company is approaching its busiest time of the year with WWE WrestleMania 41 on the horizon. Another backstage update on Charlotte Flair's WWE return. The Queen will soon return to her throne. As noted, the WWE creative team has been working on plans for Charlotte Flair's return. Flair took part in a photo shoot and did some other logistical work ahead of her highly anticipated WWE television return during a recent visit to WWE headquarters. The women's wrestling legend also surfaced on social media on Wednesday of this week to comment on training for her comeback with WWE NXT superstar Lainey Reed. "Thank you, Lainey Reed, for the last few weeks," she wrote as the caption to a photo on X. "Keep an eye on this one." Charlotte Flair on the cusp of WWE in-ring return. Charlotte Flair suffered a torn ACL, MCL, and meniscus on the December 8, 2023 episode of WWE SmackDown. Flair later underwent her initial Biodex test after sustaining the injury. In June, she even shared a video documenting the experience. While the Queen has been absent from WWE programming for over a year, she has been steadily recovering from her surgery. Ways Charlotte Flair can return to WWE. Charlotte Flair has been off WWE television for just over a year after she tore her ACL, MCL, and meniscus during a match against Asuka on WWE SmackDown. The Queen has been working hard to get medically cleared ever since, and has been regularly updating fans with her rehabilitation process. She is now reaching the stage where a return to the ring is expected to take place in the near future, which will provide a major shot in the arm to WWE's women's division. Having someone of her quality back in the ring will be a huge deal for Triple H, as Flair is one of the most talented in-ring workers the company has. There are plenty of ways that she could be put back onto the roster. WWE's upcoming debut on Netflix is going to be a huge deal for the company from a business perspective, and it's guaranteed to get a lot of new eyes on the product. The first episode of WWE Raw on the streaming platform is set to be a massive show, and WWE has already stacked the deck for the episode. CM Punk is facing Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns is in action, and adding a huge surprise return would only help enhance that. It would showcase the unpredictability of the company to new audiences while it would display Flair as a major star, which is what she is. Charlotte Flair's last match for WWE was against Asuka on an episode of WWE SmackDown, and that's something that the company could lean on. Asuka is one of the most talented wrestlers in the company, and having Flair return to feud against the Empress of Tomorrow would be a huge storyline, as it would lead to high match quality. Flair coming back and seeking revenge against Asuka would be a fun first storyline, and something that would be explainable with the right build-up. It would ease Flair into WWE again without pushing her too far while she's still finding her feet. Plus, it would create an exciting non-title storyline for the women's division, which is something that fans are always seeking from the company, as it helps place more focus on the women's wrestlers. Charlotte Flair is always in the title picture when she's around, and fans have grown accustomed to this over the years. However, in the time she's been gone from WWE, the company has created 2 new titles for the women's division that Flair will certainly be keen to win. If WWE wants those titles to feel as important as possible, then the company will book the biggest stars to compete for them. It's hard to find names much bigger in wrestling than Charlotte Flair, and having her feud for either of these titles would instantly make people take them seriously. The annual Royal Rumble match is right around the corner, which is one of the biggest shows of the year, and something that helps kickstart the road to WrestleMania. It's an important time for WWE, and getting as many top stars available for that period available will be crucial to the company. This match is notorious for having surprise entrants, and that could be how WWE opts to bring Flair back. She'd be guaranteed an enormous reaction, and putting her into the match would immediately make her a threat to win the entire thing, which WWE could do to give her an immediate push. The latest signs that Charlotte Flair's WWE return is almost upon us. It didn't happen as soon as some thought, but most of the usual sources agree that Charlotte Flair will soon be back in WWE. The 14-time WWE Women's Champion has been out since last December, when she tore her ACL, MCL, and meniscus during a match on SmackDown. But the Queen is expected back sometime between Raw's premiere on Netflix January 6th and February 1's Royal Rumble. And earlier this week, she offered another indication that those expectations will be met. Flair put over her training partner, NXT talent Lainey Reed, in a post that also served to